Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Ultra Street Fighter 2 Vega figure from Jada Toys. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is beautiful, and as we know from Vega himself, beautiful fighters never lose battles, and there you go. Just really nice. I thought when they had originally shown this off, I think I saw pictures from SDC last year, that it's going to be a little too bulky, and I think maybe the upper torso is slightly too wide, but it still works. And reuse and all that, and I'm pretty sure this might be the Fei Long torso, maybe not, I could be wrong, but beyond that, obviously we get the different details like the tattoos, really like the nice brighter shade of purple we got here for the snake. Then we get the pants, that perfect level of purple, actually blends out with my nails. We get nice bright yellow for the stripe, we get the bright red for the sash, which is articulated as well, we'll get into that later. Really nice kind of royal gold here for the bands and stuff like that. The face without the mask is as it should, looks just like the artwork for the game. It's very nice. Really like the nice dark shade, like kind of chocolate brown for the hair as well. Just everything done very nicely. The shoes, beautifully sculpted. Just really nice stuff. This is my favorite Street Fighter character, so I was holding a lot of hope for this one. I only have one gripe, and if you've seen my reviews in the past, you know what that is. And that is that generally, because he is player 2, because he's a boss character, the claw is usually on the left hand, and that is not the case here. Again, it's a thing. It's a player 1, so I get it. Player 1, it's going to be on the other side. But even the artwork itself from the box, obviously that character art, the claw on the left hand, it's also silver, which I've seen people point out is an inaccuracy as well. This is what it is. I do hope we do get a player 2 and they do kind of switch the arms. Jada has taken that level of care, so I wouldn't not expect to see that, but I wouldn't be surprised, especially because the soda version, I think, if the soda version had this articulation, I just would have absolutely loved it, but and I do love this figure, but this definitely just is so good in so many ways. I think they just continue to absolutely kick ass. We get a really nice loadout of accessories here, so let's take a look. And for hands right out of the box, we do get a pair of fists. Obviously the left fist without the glove, the right fist with the glove and the claw. Then we get a pair of clawing hands. And again, we get the glove without the claw for the right, and then we get the ungloved hand for the left. Interesting thing I thought here was it's the left hand is painted, even though, I mean, they could have just cast it in the kind of, skin colored plastic. So I'm not sure what's going on, what the choice was there. I'm not sure what the color is under that, but I'm not going to scratch it and find out. So there's that. Then the heads. So we looked at the unmasked head before. So fantastic job all around here, piercing glare. And then the hair is just kind of like here over the shoulder. It does not move at all, but it is very pliable. It's pretty much rubbery. It's a really good choice. Then we get the masked head, and this is awesome. I like that the mask is a separate piece on the face, so it gives you that depth for the eyes. Get the little purple symbol right there. Then we get the hair sculpt again, very nice. Again, very rubbery, but we do get an articulated ponytail on this one. So there's that. Then we do get a separate mask for that unmasked head for kind of his victory pose where he's holding up the mask. And very similar sculpt, obviously, to what we have on the head. You can see there, they didn't paint the inside of it, but you don't want any paint rub there. So there's that. But yeah, very nice all around. Then we get an extra claw for when it falls off. Obviously, if he blocks enough and the attacks are powerful enough, that does come off. So kind of cool that they added that. Which fortunately we don't get an unclawed fist for the left hand to fully pull that off, but still very nice. You get to look at the claw sculpt itself a little bit more, which is very good. And then we get an effect piece, and this is just kind of a claw swipe because it doesn't have any projectiles, and there's just 3 holes under here, and just the front of the claws go in there, and there you go. So really cool. That does look nice. So yeah, that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are an absolute joy, just as they've been for the entire line. Freestanding kicks, no problems whatsoever. Just great stuff. Head is on a barbell joint. The bottom of the neck is also on a, I think it's just a ball joint, but that allows us to get some really nice up, especially for that claw dive. We can look down fairly well to get tilt side to side. We get rotation. Like I said, with the masked head, we do get the swivel for the braid as well. We get butterfly joints, which bring us that far forward, really nicely back as well, so great range. Hinge and swivel at the shoulders bring us into a T, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows under there. We get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We get a ball joint at the diaphragm, ball joint at the waist, allowing for fantastic crunch, really nice arch back, beautiful side to side, rotation from both of those as well. We get the sash, which I said before is wired, so you can bring that all the way around. It's actually wired all the way through it as well, so you don't, obviously you're not going to need it for the parts against the body, but you can get anything you want for the tie here. Then the legs, splits, perfect. Front kick, perfect 90. To get thigh swivel, double jointed knees bring us to there. Then we get a little bit of a shin cut, kind of right here in the kind of 3/4 of the way down the sock. And we get perfect point, some really, really nice forward, and some excellent rocker. So that'll do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with the other Vega figures from Jada Toys and SH Figure Arts, with some other Jada Street Fighter, with some domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, there's truly in human form in both 1/18 and 1/12 scale. So my final thoughts on the Ultra Street Fighter 2 Vega figure from Jada Toys is that this is utterly fantastic. Just almost everything I hoped it would be. Again, my minor gripe is very much a personal one, so like you can omit that from the judgment here. Enough of you have heard me gripe about that, and you know, the whole left-handed thing, etc. So yeah, beyond that, just great figure, fantastic articulation. The joints are super smooth. It looks fantastic. The accessories are spot on. Just everything it should be. You know, definitely like get every figure in this line. They've been doing a great job. Now that the Storm Arena line is here, we'll see how those weigh up. I have not. I don't. One of the Ken is sitting in my pile of loot, but I don't have it in hand yet. So that's another opinion for another video, I guess. Once I finally get it in hand, check it out. But as of right now, like this is great. I still think, again, overall between the three like major, highly articulated Vega figures we've seen so far, Soda might be my favorite by a slight margin, but I really like the articulation here. The soft goods sash really kind of adds a lot to this one, I have to admit. So yeah, absolutely worth picking up. So that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if that's the case, I hope to see you back here. I do multiple reviews a week, or I do reviews every week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come back. Let's talk about some nice plastic, escape the world for a while. But really, at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.